In Stoic philosophy, we discover revelations that will help us build a solid foundation for a mentally healthy life. In this special video, I will uncover the most intriguing secrets of human psychology. Get ready to be amazed by the final revelation. Did you know that your brain can be both your best ally and your worst enemy? It all depends on how you use it. Imagine having the ability to read people like open books. Better yet, imagine influencing your own thoughts to achieve your goals. We're not talking about magic, but pure, hard science. Throughout this journey into human psychology and Stoicism, we will explore how our minds really work. From the hidden power of a simple smile to the paradoxical obsession of thinking about someone too much, every detail matters. Stay tuned, because the final revelation is the most surprising of all. Before we begin, don't forget to like our content, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. Revelation 1. Perception. Did you know that people see you as 20% more attractive than you see yourself? It's true. Psychological studies show that we tend to underestimate our own appearance. But why does this happen? Our insecurities and inner criticisms distort our perception. While we focus on our flaws, others see the whole picture, a confident and secure person. This affects how we present ourselves to the world and, consequently, how we are treated. Think of a meeting where you encounter someone who exudes confidence and security, even if they don't follow traditional beauty standards. Why does this person seem so attractive? True attraction goes beyond the mirror. It's in how we present ourselves and the energy we emit. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Applying this to our personal image, it's not our appearance that determines our appeal, but our perception and attitude toward it. How can we use this information to improve our lives? First, practice self-acceptance. Instead of fixating on flaws, focus on your unique qualities. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, advises, accept yourself as you are. This doesn't mean complacency, but recognizing your intrinsic value. Second, cultivate internal confidence. True confidence comes from within. Work on your skills and knowledge, and you will see your security naturally increase. Third, take care of your posture. Keeping your head up and shoulders back not only makes you look more confident, but also makes you feel more secure. Additionally, practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you have instead of lamenting what's missing. This Stoic attitude can completely transform your perspective. We're not saying to ignore your appearance entirely. Taking care of yourself is important, but remember that it's only part of the equation. Psychologist Carl Rogers said, "The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change." Therefore, true appeal goes far beyond what we see in the mirror. It's a combination of self-confidence, a positive attitude, and self-acceptance. Next time you look in the mirror, remember, you are 20% more attractive than you believe. This is just the beginning. With a positive self-perception and a confident attitude, you can conquer the world. Don't underestimate the power of your mind to shape your reality. Practice self-acceptance, cultivate internal confidence, take care of your posture, and practice gratitude. These simple steps can transform your life and how others perceive you. Revelation 2. The transformative power of a smile. Have you ever thought about how a smile can transform your day? Let's explore the incredible impact of this seemingly simple yet extremely powerful gesture. Imagine you are walking down the street, lost in your thoughts, and suddenly someone smiles at you. What is your reaction? You automatically smile back. But why does this happen? Dr. Paul Ekman, a pioneer in the study of facial expressions, revealed that they not only express emotions, but also have the ability to influence our mood. It's as if the brain receives the signal, we are smiling, therefore we are happy. Fascinating, isn't it? To experience this effect yourself, I propose a small test. For the next 5 minutes, try to smile continuously, even if you're not feeling particularly happy. Notice any change in your mood? It's very likely that you do. This isn't magic, it's pure science. When we smile, our brain releases a combination of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin, which make us feel happier and more relaxed. It's like giving your brain a mini spa treatment just by moving a few facial muscles. But the power of a smile doesn't end there. It's contagious. When you smile at someone, they are likely to return the smile, starting a chain of positivity. Imagine how different the world would be if everyone smiled a little more. We're not suggesting you walk around with a constant smile like an emoji. The idea is to be aware of the power of this simple gesture and use it to your advantage. Have a job interview? Smile before you go in. Feeling a bit down? Smile at the mirror. And the best part? The smile is completely free and available 24/7. No prescription needed, no premium subscription required. It's your personal superpower, ready to be used anytime. So, next time you find yourself in a tough situation or just want to improve your day, remember the hidden power of a smile. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, happiness depends upon ourselves, and often that happiness can start with a simple smile. Revelation 3. The power of clothing. Have you ever thought about how something as everyday as your clothes can impact your mind and how others see you? Let's dive into the intriguing world of the psychology of clothing. Imagine getting up in the morning, opening your wardrobe, and being faced with a variety of colors and styles. The choice you make at that moment not only defines your appearance, but also influences your mood throughout the day. It's almost as if your clothes have a magical power over your mood. In the United States, there's a popular saying, "Dress for success." This advice is not just a cliche, there is science behind it. Studies indicate that the colors and styles we choose can directly impact our emotional well-being. For example, people who feel sad or down tend to prefer dark tones, while those full of energy opt for vibrant and striking colors. But that's not all. Your clothing choices affect not only how you feel, but also how others perceive you. Your clothes function as a silent language, communicating your mood to the world. Have you ever wondered why I often wear white? It's not just because I want to look like a messenger dove of wisdom. It's a strategic choice to radiate light and purity. This color not only improves my mood, but also has a positive effect on those around me. When you project light, you illuminate everything around you. However, this doesn't mean you should get rid of all your dark clothes. The secret lies in being aware of the power of clothing and using it to your advantage. Have an important job interview? Choose colors that make you feel confident. Need a boost of energy? Opt for vibrant tones. Before we move on to the next lesson, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel with the bell activated so you don't miss future videos. And if you appreciate this kind of content as much as I do, comment, "I love wisdom." Let's continue learning together and improving our lives. Next time you're in front of your wardrobe, remember, your clothes can be your allies or enemies. Make conscious choices and use the power of clothing to your advantage to project the image you want and improve your emotional state. Revelation 4. The magic of nostalgia and feelings. Have you ever wondered why sometimes we miss the memories we have of someone more than the person themselves? It seems our mind likes to embellish past moments, creating an idealized version that doesn't always reflect reality. This psychological phenomenon is quite common and fascinating. We tend to value happy moments and easily forget the reasons that led to the end of a relationship. Think of that moment when you hear your favorite song and suddenly you're transported to an unforgettable summer or your first love. Does this sound familiar to you? Psychologists call this emotional anchoring, a deep connection between an external stimulus, like a melody, and your emotional state at that specific moment. But music isn't the only thing with this magical power. Smells have a similar effect. Have you ever smelled something that took you back to your childhood? Maybe the smell of freshly baked cookies immediately transports you to your grandmother's kitchen. These olfactory anchors are so powerful they show how closely our emotions are linked to our senses. So, what does this have to do with how we value memories compared to real people? These emotional anchors can influence our decisions more than we realize. Nostalgia can make us want to reconnect with someone from the past without really considering why that relationship is no longer present in our lives. Understanding these psychological mechanisms is crucial for our emotional well-being. They help us distinguish between idealized memories and reality, allowing us to make more conscious decisions about our current and future relationships. However, we're not saying you should discard all your happy memories. On the contrary, these memories can be a valuable source of learning and personal growth. The key is to maintain a balanced perspective, appreciating the good moments of the past without getting stuck in an idealized version that no longer exists. As for the songs or synths that transport you to the past, don't avoid them. Use them as a tool to reflect on your personal growth. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How has it helped me become who I am today? Our memories are like a mental photo album, full of moments captured in the best light. It's good to appreciate them, but remember that real life is much richer and more complex than a simple image frozen in time. Next time you feel a wave of nostalgia, remember that it's normal to value memories, but it's important to keep your feet in the present. Use your memories as a source of inspiration and learning, but live the now with full awareness and openness to new experiences. Revelation 5. Thinking too much about someone. What does it mean? Have you ever felt like your thoughts are dominated by a specific person, as if your mind were a stage and they were the main star? Don't worry, you're not alone. This phenomenon is more common than it seems and has deep roots in our psychology. Imagine your brain as a cinema. Sometimes a movie or a person stays on longer than expected. But what does it really mean when someone is constantly on your mind? According to Carl Jung, a renowned psychologist, this could indicate that this person represents something significant in your unconscious. Maybe you admire some of their qualities, or they symbolize something missing in your life. It's not necessarily an obsession, but your mind trying to tell you something important. On the other hand, Dr. Ehrenbeck, a pioneer of cognitive therapy, warns that these persistent thoughts can be signs of anxiety or even obsessive-compulsive disorder. It's like when a song gets stuck in your head, but in a person version. If you think, I can't get this person out of my mind, take a deep breath. Science can help. A Harvard University study suggests that when someone is constantly in your thoughts, your brain might be processing important information about that person or your relationship with them. It's like your mind is solving an emotional puzzle. Moreover, according to Dr. Helen Fisher, a specialist in love, if you feel attraction to this person, you might be experiencing the effects of dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter. In other words, your brain might be as addicted to this person as it is to chocolate. That says a lot, doesn't it? However, not everything comes down to brain chemistry. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi reminds us that thinking constantly about someone can be a form of mental flow, especially if that person inspires or motivates you to be better. So, what to do with all this? Next time you find yourself thinking about someone nonstop, instead of getting frustrated, consider that your mind might be trying to tell you something important. Maybe it's time to reflect on your feelings, goals, or aspects of yourself that you want to develop. Thinking too much about someone can be a sign to pay attention to something deeper within you. Use these thoughts as an opportunity for self-awareness and personal growth. And remember, the key is to find a balance between reflection and action. Revelation 6. The importance of a strong character versus a weak character. Imagine you're in a meeting and you meet two people, one who seems firm and decided, and another who seems shy and reserved. Who do you think is more dangerous? If you thought of the first one, you might be wrong. Often, a person with a weak character can be more dangerous than someone with a strong character. How so? The answer lies in predictability and self-control. Someone with a strong character usually has clear goals and makes firm decisions, which makes them more predictable and, in a way, more trustworthy. They know what they want and pursue it directly. On the other hand, a person with a weak character can be a real box of surprises and not always pleasant. The volatility and unpredictability of these people make them less reliable. As the saying goes, beware of calm waters, because these seemingly harmless people can hide much more than you imagine. But beware, this doesn't mean we should distrust all introverted or shy people. The key is to observe behavior patterns and not be swayed by first impressions. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us that it's not things that disturb us, but our judgment about them. Applying this to our social interactions, we can learn to better evaluate the character of people based on their consistent actions and not just on their appearances or first impressions. A strong character is not defined only by external confidence, but by consistency and integrity in actions. For example, a person who faces adversity with resilience and keeps their word even in difficult situations demonstrates a strong character. These are the people who, even if not the most talkative or extroverted, inspire trust and respect. On the other hand, a person with a weak character may show instability under pressure, change opinions easily to please others, or avoid conflicts at all costs. This unpredictability can be dangerous in situations where a firm decision or unwavering ethical stance is needed. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, teaches us that the soul is dyed by the color of its thoughts. Therefore, the strength of character is directly linked to the quality of our thoughts and our ability to act according to our values, regardless of external circumstances. To develop a strong character, it's essential to practice self-confidence and self-control. This can be done through meditation, reflection on our actions, and the constant pursuit of self-knowledge. Recognizing our weaknesses and working to overcome them is a fundamental step in this process. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people who have a strong character can serve as inspiration and motivation for your own growth. So, next time you find yourself in a situation where you need to evaluate someone's character, remember to look beyond appearances. Observe consistent actions, integrity, and the ability to face challenges with resilience. This will not only help you make more accurate judgments about the people around you, but also develop and strengthen your own character. Revelation 7. The Law of Attraction. Have you ever felt that your thoughts have the power to shape your reality? Let's dive into the intriguing world of the Law of Attraction and explore the power of your thoughts. Imagine your mind as a giant magnet, where each thought is a signal you send to the universe, attracting similar experiences. It sounds magical, doesn't it? But actually, it's just how our minds operate. Remember the last time you had a really bad day? Did you notice how one negative thing seemed to trigger another, and so on, until your whole day turned into a disaster? That's the law of attraction in action. The good news is it also works positively. However, it's not just about thinking positively and waiting for miracles. It's about changing your focus and being conscious of what you allow into your mind. Did you know that your brain can't distinguish between fantasy and reality? That's why it's crucial to be selective with the content you consume. Think of it as a diet for your mind. Just as you carefully choose what to eat to keep your body healthy, you should be equally selective with what you feed your mind. This includes the movies you watch, the books you read, and even the games you play. Here's an experiment. For a week, observe your thoughts and the content you consume. Do they make you feel good or drag you into negative emotional states? Write down your observations in a journal and see how this affects your mood and daily experiences. Let me share a personal experience. I decided to improve the content I produced. I started focusing on how I could do better, and suddenly ideas began to flow. I wrote these ideas on a board I have at home, and every day, seeing them motivated me to work towards these goals. The result was that not only did I improve my content, but I also started attracting more opportunities and connections related to my goals. It was as if the universe responded to my focus and dedication. But be careful, it's not about being in constant motion. Excessive stress can literally shut down your brain, affecting your ability to solve problems and make decisions. It's essential to find moments of calm in your daily life. Include in your routine moments of meditation, reading, or simply reflection. These moments of pause help keep your mind clear and efficient, allowing you to attract more positive experiences. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. Use them wisely. Focus on what you want to achieve, visualize, write down, and constantly work towards it. But don't forget to give your mind the necessary breaks. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from balancing action and reflection. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Use this to your advantage and see how your reality can transform. Revelation 8. The honor of the word. Imagine yourself in a meeting with friends. Someone starts telling a story. Notice how some are direct, while others beat around the bush, making you lose the thread of the story. The way we use words reveals a lot about our personality and, surprisingly, about our trustworthiness. People who speak little, but with precision, are usually the most trustworthy. Why? They understand the power of words and the weight of secrets. They are like vaults, keeping information with caution. Conversely, those who talk incessantly, revealing every detail and others' secrets, often compromise the trust of others without realizing it. Curiously, did you know that your words can also be influenced by your hormones? In the case of men, low testosterone levels can affect not only mood but also the way they communicate. Although testosterone is commonly associated with muscles and virility, It also plays a crucial role in communication. Recent studies indicate that when testosterone levels drop, there's an increased risk of depression. But don't worry, there are natural ways to combat this. The solution might surprise you. Physical exercise. We're not talking about marathons, but anaerobic strength exercises like lifting weights, doing push-ups, or squats. These exercises not only strengthen muscles, but also stimulate the production of testosterone and growth hormone. It's a double win: improved physical condition and emotional well-being. And best of all, you don't need a fancy gym. You can start at home, using just your body weight. Besides strengthening your muscles, you'll be releasing endorphins, the famous happiness hormones. It's a positive cycle. You exercise, feel better, and it reflects in your communication. And remember, both men and women benefit from these exercises. It's not just about increasing testosterone, but about improving overall well-being. When you feel good about yourself, it shows in your words and the way you relate to others. So, next time you're in a conversation, pay attention to your words. Are you the type who speaks little but with precision, or shares every detail? If you need a boost in your well-being, you know what to do. Get moving. This not only improves physical condition, but also confidence and communication. Stoicism teaches us that the quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our life. And this includes how we choose our words and express ourselves. Revelation 9. Phobia. Have you ever thought that your deepest fears might be rooted in your DNA, passed down from generation to generation? Surprisingly, studies in bio-neuroemotion suggest that phobias can be transmitted through our family lineages. Ivan Pavlov, famous for his experiments with dogs, observed that conditioned responses could be inherited by the descendants of his test subjects. Imagine that your fear of heights might be a shadow of a traumatic event experienced by your great-grandfather. But how does this work? When we experience something traumatic, our body reacts by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These reactions not only influence our emotional state at that moment, but can also leave lasting marks on our DNA. These marks, known as epigenetic marks, can be passed on to future generations. However, don't despair. Even if our fears have deep roots, we can face and overcome them. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but the way we perceive them. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us that what really troubles us are not things, but the judgments we make about them. By applying this understanding to phobias, we can begin to change our perception and eventually overcome these fears. There are various techniques to face and overcome phobias. One of them is systematic desensitization, which involves gradual and controlled exposure to the object or situation that provokes fear. Another effective technique is cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps identify and change negative thought patterns that fuel the phobia. Practices like meditation and mindfulness can also be helpful in reducing anxiety and increasing emotional resilience. The key to overcoming any phobia is patience and persistence. Facing our fears can be uncomfortable and challenging, but it's a crucial step for personal growth and emotional freedom. Stoicism teaches us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face and overcome it. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Therefore, next time you encounter a deep fear, remember that you have the power to change your perception and overcome it. Use the available techniques, practice patience and persistence, and trust in your ability to grow and strengthen through challenges." Revelation 10. The placebo effect. Imagine I give you a magic pill and tell you it will cure all your pains. You take the pill and, to your surprise, it really works. But here's the twist. The pill was just a mint candy. What happened? Welcome to the incredible world of the placebo effect. The placebo effect is so powerful that it has left doctors and scientists impressed for years. It's as if our brain is a magician capable of deceiving us in fascinating ways. It's not just self-deception, but something much more complex. Neuroscientist Fabrizio Benedetti, a specialist in the subject, has dedicated his career to studying this phenomenon. According to his research, when we believe something will heal us, our brain releases chemicals that can alleviate pain or improve our mood. It's as if we have an internal pharmacy activated by positive thinking. What's even more curious is that the placebo effect works even when we know we're taking a placebo. It's like our brain says, okay, I know I'm being tricked, but I'll believe it anyway. A Harvard University study showed that patients with irritable bowel syndrome showed significant improvements even knowing they were taking placebos. Our brain is truly a rebel. But not everything is positive in the world of placebos. There is also the nocebo effect, the dark side of this force. If you believe something will harm you, you might experience negative effects even if it's something harmless. It's as if our negative thoughts have the power to sabotage our well-being. This shows us that our mind can be our best ally or our worst enemy. So, what can we learn from all this? That the quality of our thoughts is crucial. Next time you face a challenge, remember that your brain has the power to influence your reality. Why not give it a positive push? Next time you have a headache, try drinking a glass of water, believing it's a miraculous cure. Who knows, you might discover you have hidden healing powers or, at the very least, end up better hydrated. Stoicism teaches us that perception is fundamental. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of our lives depends on the quality of our thoughts. By cultivating positive thoughts and empowering beliefs, we can improve our mental and physical health. The practice of gratitude and meditation can also help strengthen this positive effect, creating a cycle of well-being and resilience. So, next time you feel bad, remember the placebo effect. Use your mind to your advantage, cultivate positive thoughts, and see how this can transform your reality. After all, you have a powerful internal pharmacy ready to be activated by the power of your thoughts. Revelation 11. The effect of a horror movie. Imagine yourself sitting on a sofa, about to watch a horror movie. As the plot unfolds, you feel your heart beating faster. A shiver runs down your spine, and a cold sweat appears on your skin. Although your reason knows that it's all fiction, your body reacts as if it's facing real danger. But why does this happen? The explanation lies in how our brain processes information. When we watch a movie, it cannot fully differentiate between what's real and what's imaginary. It's as if we're experiencing the character's emotions in the flesh. This emotional immersion explains why we feel so connected to movie and series characters. Our brain is literally empathizing and feeling those emotions as if they were ours. And this isn't just a scientific curiosity. It has real implications in our daily lives. The emotions we experience, whether real or fictional, have a direct impact on our emotional state and our personal vibration. Consuming too much content that evokes negative emotions, like fear, anger, or frustration, can align your vibration with those negative experiences. This can create a cycle of stress and negativity in your life. On the other hand, choosing content that inspires, makes you laugh, or fills you with hope is like planting seeds of positivity in your mind. We're not saying you should avoid content that isn't purely joyful, but the key is awareness and selectivity. Ask yourself, how do I feel after watching this show? Does this series leave me energized or emotionally drained? To maintain an emotionally healthy and positive life, it's essential to find a balance. Limit your exposure to content that emotionally drains you and focus on experiences that elevate and make you feel good. Remember, the quality of your emotions directly influences the quality of your life. Next time you sit in front of the screen, see it as an opportunity to nourish your mind. Choose wisely what you consume and take care of your emotional well-being. After all, your brain is absorbing all this as if it were real. Don't you think you deserve the best? Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to be guardians of our mind. Epictetus reminds us that it's not things that disturb us, but our judgment about them. By choosing positive and inspiring content, we are exercising healthy judgment that can significantly improve our quality of life. So, next time you're watching something, remember the profound impact it can have on your mind and emotions. Select content that feeds your soul and promotes well-being. Your mind and body will thank you. Revelation 12. The adaptable brain. Did you know that your brain is incredibly adaptable? I'm not talking about something superficial like plastic surgery, but something deep and powerful called neuroplasticity. This means that your brain has the ability to transform and grow throughout your life. Every time you learn something new, you create new connections in your mind. So, when faced with a challenge, remember, you're not stuck in a fixed mindset. Cultivate this internal confidence and watch how your world can change. True transformation begins in the mind. By adopting a growth mindset, you not only change how you see yourself, but also how you face challenges and interact with the world around you. Stoicism teaches us that true control lies in how we react to situations, not in the situations themselves. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By cultivating a growth mindset, you prepare yourself to see each challenge as an opportunity for growth and each mistake as a valuable lesson. Go ahead, embrace challenges, and allow yourself to grow. Remember that the journey to self-improvement is continuous, and each step you take towards personal growth is a step towards a fuller and more fulfilling life. Cultivate your mind, nurture your spirit, and watch how the world around you starts to transform. If you've made it this far, type psychological revelations in the comments so I know who was resilient enough to make it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Millennial Stoicism channel, leave your comments, and share this video with your friends and family. Take care and see you next time. To close the video, I leave you with a reflection from Epictetus. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Only by accepting this fundamental truth can we find serenity and wisdom.